Well, good morning out there, everyone. It is Saturday. I don't think I've ever done a Chattin with CHAP on Saturday. It's August 13th. It's around 9:30. This is Chattin with CHAP episode 168, and I am your host, Ginger Wade. Thank you for joining me this morning. I've got my coffee. Usually it's water, right? I've got coffee because we're here in the morning and it's the weekend. I hope that things are going well for you. It's gorgeous here today. And if it was gorgeous where you are, I hope you are spending as many hours outside as you possibly can because, wow, we just got our first week of school in. It was pretty good. It was a good week. We're doing some new adventures this year, some things that are not worksheet related. It's a really good experience. So I encourage you to do hands-on learning because that's the stuff, man, if the kids are interested in it, they just learn so much. So today, if you noticed in the title, it's about connecting with your state legislature. So I wanted to talk to you about this a little bit. I feel like right now it's really important for us to get more connected with our elected officials. I think our elected officials really need to know us. Personally, like to meet us. I think they need to hear from us. I think we need to be paying better attention at what's going on in our General Assembly and what they're doing and what bills are coming out. I think we need to share our opinions and our wishes and what we would like to see come about. I think we should share what our view is for the state of Pennsylvania. The folks that we vote in, we can't assume, even if it's a person that we wanted, we can't assume that they think exactly like we do because, you have relationships, don't you? Does anyone think exactly the way you do? No, not your spouse, not your kids, not your parents. There's no one who thinks just like you do, right? So even though the person we elected got into office, it doesn't mean they're going to function the way we would wish. It doesn't even mean that they know what we wish. So if we elected them in, they need to know what we, their constituents, wish. What we would like, how we would like our Commonwealth to be. So first of all, just so you know, our legislative body in Pennsylvania is called the PA General Assembly, the Pennsylvania General Assembly. I listened to another podcast recently, and this girl, she lives somewhere else now, but she said, I'm from Pennsylvania, and PA. She said PA. We always say PA. We never say Pennsylvania. And I was thinking about that. I was like, is that true? And I was like, really? Actually, yeah, it's like PA everywhere. We say Homeschool Pennsylvania because that's our website, right, for homeschooling information here. But, yeah, do you say PA? Wow. So that was interesting. It brought my attention to it anyway. But yes, it's the PA General Assembly is our body of lawgivers for the state of Pennsylvania. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to reach out to them. So why? Why is it that you should locate your state reps? Well, you should locate your state reps. You should know who they are. You should connect with them so that you can reach out to them. You should have their connection information. Why? Why do you want to reach out to them? So they can get to know you. They need to get to know you as homeschoolers, as constituents, just as people of Pennsylvania. They need to know you. They need to know who it is that they are representing. Why do they need to know you? So that they can know that we are real people. We have concerns for our state. We have concerns for our local towns, counties, cities. We have desires for the way that we would like to live, and they need to know that. But you know what? People receive things much better if they know the people that are sharing things with them, right? If there's just a faceless person sending an email in going, I don't like this, and you're not doing this well, or blah, blah, blah. That isn't well received. But if you know someone, if you have a personal relationship with them, it's much easier and better received when you bring ideas or thoughts or concerns to them. So, how do you find your state representatives? Well, in the links on the screen, you should see a link to our legislative page. So I have it up here on my laptop, the Pennsylvania General Assembly page. there's a big, if you go to your search engine, I use DuckDuckGo, but if you go to your search engine and type in Find My PA Representative, it will take you to the Find Your Legislator PA General Assembly page. And the URL is really long, like the web link is really long. So it's not the one that's featured there on the screen. It's not the one that I'm going to spell out in a second. But it is a way to find your legislator by county, by address, that type of thing. I'm going to give you the website for the PA General Assembly page. So that's www.legis.state.pa.us. And that's going to take you to their main page. And actually, that main page is really super helpful. So like if you want to know what their schedule is, what the committees are, who the members are, what the votes are, what legislation is coming up, that's all on that page. And right on the front page there, the PA General Assembly page, to the left, it says Find My Legislator. It's on the main screen. Like if you pull up on your computer, I'm not sure about the phone, but on the computer, it's there on your left. You can scroll down. And you can search by name if you happen to know what their name is, if you want to get and connect with them. Their district number. Most of us, some of us will not know the names, and some of us will not know our district numbers. So it might be best to go by county or by your address. So if you choose the county option, and you search by county, and it pulls up a little map of Pennsylvania, and you click on your county, like I click on Lancaster, because that's where I am, it will list all the representatives for the entire county of Lancaster. So that's really interesting for all the towns. So you just find your town, and there's your senator, there's your rep, your house rep, and then you can connect with them that way. The other option is going by address. And if you type in your specific address, it will actually give you a little page, and it will list both your state reps and your United States reps. So the folks that are down in Washington representing us too. And then their names are little hot links. You can click on their names, and that will take you to pages that will give you all of their connection information. And let me tell you, there are so many ways to connect with your legislators. So most legislators, I would say all, although I haven't checked them all, but I would say they would all have an email address and definitely a phone number where you can reach them. They also have an actual office in Harrisburg, and they have an actual office at home in the area where that they represent. So all that information is listed there. If you have a more new school style representative, a younger representative, they'll probably have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all those things where you can connect to them in all those different ways. So there's all these ways that we can connect with our representatives, and you can choose any of them. But it's really good to connect to them. So that is how you find them. Like I said, the features link there takes you to the page where you can search for your legislator. That is how you connect to them. Why is it that you want to connect to them? What is it that you want to do once you reach out to them? Like I said earlier, why do we want to do this? Well, we want to do this so they know us. You want to give a face to, there's homeschoolers in the state, right? Well, who are those homeschoolers? What are they like? What kind of lives do they live? Where do they live? Or what are their preferences for their communities and their towns? This is why we're reaching out to our legislators. One of the first things you can do if you're going to email or send them a snail mail or something like that is send a thank you note. It's when you thank someone for a job that they're doing, it builds connection. So they don't always do what we want them to do. However, it's a hard job. I mean, all of us, the work that we do, there's days that are hard, right? Homeschooling is a hard job. People respond well when they are appreciated, so we want to appreciate them. So you can send them a thank you. Some great options for you as homeschoolers is to turn connecting to your representative into a field trip. Okay? So plan a time to come to Harrisburg. I know those of you who are on the western end of the state, that could be really challenging because it's a hefty drive. Maybe you could, make an overnight of it and hit some other places in the area. Go to Amish country or something like that where you could do some really cool field trips. You can schedule a tour of Harrisburg. If you've never been to the Capitol building, I've been there a number of times. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's a dome, there's like scripture and paintings and stuff. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful building. So it's definitely worth the time to take the tour. I would definitely make sure that you connect with your representative to make sure they're in the office and actually schedule an appointment to meet them. They're very, very happy to meet you. They want to meet you. So come in, take that field trip, tour the Capitol building. There's Science Museum right from walking distance from the Capitol. There's lots of things going on there that you can go to, and other things local to pretty close to Harrisburg if you're going to stay overnight that you can go check out. Also, you can do a field trip to the home office. So right now they're not in office. It says the Senate will reconvene on Monday, September 19th, 22, and the House is Monday, September 12th, 22. So they are actually not in office right now. So now is the time to go meet your guys in their local offices, and they all have a local office. Actually been to his office a number of times. You just call them at their home office number and schedule up a time to go into their office and meet. Again, what are you trying to do? Trying to just make a face connection, right? Hi, we're the such and so family. We live in your district, in your area. To get to know you. And actually, kids could even go in if as part of learning PA history or current events. Go in and ask questions of your representative. Go in and ask them why they chose to be a representative, why they chose to run for office, what it is that they're doing there, what committees are they on, what are they standing for. Ask them questions. And it's not necessarily to interrogate them, but to get to know them. Okay, so we're trying to build relationship. You can also share things that are of a concern to you. It could be homeschool related or not. There could be something else that you're related in, maybe agriculture or the healthcare industry or other things that you're interested in, things that are a burden on your family's heart that you can talk to them about and share with them kindly your views on these things. So you can ask them if they support homeschooling. I mean, those are really good questions, and those are really good ways to get to know your people. And it's just important. You know how when you have a relationship with someone, you receive things better from them. Like I was saying earlier, then if a time comes when we really want to ask for certain legislation or really concerned about a certain thing, they'll remember your name. Oh, I met these people. Oh, this is what they feel about that. Maybe I need to think about it more. When you have that connection, it has more effect on what they're doing. And do everything with kindness, right? Thankfulness, gratefulness, a grateful attitude. I talked about a grateful attitude on the podcast before and how important that is. So, and you can always encourage them to support homeschooling. Our state isn't the friendliest for homeschooling. It's really not hard to homeschool in the state of Pennsylvania, as you have learned from all the videos I have done before. But it is a harder state, so it would be good to reach out to your elected officials and just let them know that Pennsylvania could be a friendlier place when it comes to homeschooling. So anyway, summertime right now is a great time to visit the home office. So that'll be easier for you, especially if you're in the western end of the state. You wouldn't have to hike into Harrisburg, but you can still connect with them because they're at home right now. Now, if you do want to make that big trip, you're local or far away from Harrisburg, I encourage you, please do it. But make a plan, make appointments, make sure that your legislator knows that you are coming, so they will be there when you get there. It's very, very important, not as homeschoolers, just as citizens, to be connected with your state legislators. You know, the PA General Assembly needs to know who you are. They need to know that you exist. Sometimes, you know, when you're in a particular role or a position, it's hard to remain connected with the people that you're in charge of. Because this is, you know, a manager of a business, a CEO of a business. They could be so separated from their people that they forget, you know? So we want to avoid this. We want to make it easy for our representatives to know us, and in a good way. You don't want your representative to go, oh, it's this person calling again, okay? Or be like, oh, wow, is this person, I wonder what they're concerned about today. You want to build that type of a rapport with people. So I encourage you, please, it could just be a letter. If you don't want to go meet in person or talking on the phone makes you nervous, write a letter. Handwritten letters are so rare these days, and it's a wonderful thing for your children to do. My kids, with their scripture handwriting, I used to send them to folks who were on our sick list at church, right? So, and it would give them some encouragement. Maybe you want to do something like that with your legislator. Send them a scripture verse, or have a little writing assignment, be a get to know you letter kind of a thing, and your kids can write it out. And that makes an impression, draw a little picture, a little flag, American flag, whatever. Those types of things make an impression, a good impression. And that's what we're looking to do. So just so you guys know, CHAP is building a legislative team. We do have plans to survey folks that are going to be in the elections in November. Now this will need to start soon, because here we are in August already, and November is really not that far away. So we would like to get some surveys into the hands of folks who are running for office in our state. And we would like to see what their response is to homeschooling and homeschoolers. So if you would like to be involved in that effort in either getting surveys out, collecting the results, going through the results, creating like your voter guide for homeschoolers based on what they have said, please comment on this video. You can message me here at Facebook. You can also use our contact form that is at chaponline.com. And let us know that you would like to be involved in our legislative team. And so right now, that's our current push, is getting together to do this survey for the election coming up. But we want to continue our legislative efforts and connections so that the folks out there know CHAP. They know we represent homeschoolers. They know we represent concerned parents and citizens in the state of Pennsylvania. And to be a part of that team, you can support homeschooling and make legislators, the PA General Assembly, aware of us and what our concerns and needs are. So I encourage you to get connected with your legislator and consider being part of the CHAP legislative team. So I'm glad I got to talk to you guys today. I don't normally see you on a Saturday, but being that it was the first week of school, this was kind of the day I had available to do it. So here we are. I'm glad I got a chance to talk to you. I hope you go out and enjoy this beautiful day. I hope it's beautiful where you are. And even so, it hasn't been raining here, so if it's raining, that's a good thing too. But enjoy today. Love on your little ones. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon. All right. Bye now.